Greetings, YouTube. Between 2000 and 2010, 47,000 incidences of UFOs were spotted in America. In that same time period, 2000 to 2010, a decade, there were 13 convictions in America for voter fraud. That means that it is 3,600 times more likely that an American will spot a UFO than encounter someone who committed voter fraud. And yet, conservative politicians, the bulk of whom are Republican, are trying to get voter registration laws passed all across America, and they are having some success in certain places. This isn't about voter fraud, folks. I've spoken about this before. This is about disenfranchising minority voters. This is about putting as many obstacles in the path between a U.S. citizen's right to vote and their ability to access the voting booth. Minorities in America are the least likely to have photo IDs. And a lot of places they are available, the access is very limited. In some counties, the location you have to go to get your ID is only open one day a month. In Texas, you might have to drive 100 miles to get to a location to get a voter ID. And many of those voter IDs cost anywhere between $8 and $35. That sounds like a poll tax to me, folks. Go look up poll tax. You'll see how it's unconstitutional. So all this effort being done by Republicans is to block voters, to get every single person they can possibly get off the voting rolls. Why? Because the people that they're trying to disenfranchise are very likely to vote Democrat. And every vote they can knock off the rolls for Democrat means they're more likely to win an election in any and all arenas. So please remember, this has nothing to do with transparency. This has nothing to do with law-abiding citizens. This has nothing to do with making sure that democracy marches forward in a safe and law-abiding way. No. This has to do with disenfranchising American citizens. A decade, folks. 10 years, 13 cases. That's absurd. And it should be unconstitutional.